Does anybody else have a good relationship with their doctor? My doctor is the only doctor that I've seen since I've come to Australia, and I don't want to change, and I really like her, and I don't like male doctors, and I've been with her for almost 3 years. Anyway, so I go in there because I've been having some problems this week. So I go in there to get checked up, and she's like, "Oh, what are you here for?" And I said, "Oh, you sent me a message about getting my non-urgent results, and I've got some other things I want to talk about." She's like, "Okay, cool." And she goes, "Oh, those results were in July, Romana." I'm like, "Yeah, my bad. It's been a while." She's like, "Oh, okay." And so we went over them. My type 2 diabetes stuff's all good. I'm like, "Oh, cool. And then she goes, "What else are you here for?" So I talk about my issues that I'm having with my stomach, blah, blah, blah. And then we talk about, I said, "Oh, I need to get some swabs done." And she goes, "Oh, are you still sleeping with the same partner?" I said, "Which one's that?" And then she described, must have been what I last told her. And I was like, "Oh, nah, not with him." I said, "I don't actually have partners." And she goes, "Oh, so just casuals?" And I'm like, "Yeah, just casuals." Then she asked me how many sexual partners I've had since July, which was when I last saw her. And I said, "Oh, do you really need the number?" She was like, "No." And I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "Why are you playing Russian roulette with your life? You know, there's like lots of diseases going out around there, like not gonorrhea, but like gonorrhea and syphilis and all that stuff." She goes, "You should make them wear condoms, or like go and get the morning after pill so you don't get pregnant." And I'm like, yeah, all good. I'm listening. And she's like, "Didn't we have this conversation last time?" I said, "We have this conversation every time, which is why it takes me forever to come here." And she's like, "Oh yeah, true. Then you should listen to me this time." I was like, yeah, I will. Anyway, then she starts asking about like she's like, "How do you find these men?" I said, "Oh, on dating apps." She's like Tinder? And I said, yeah, like Tinder. And she's like, "Oh yeah, true." And then we're talking about something, men. And she goes, "Men don't care anyway. They don't care about anything, and they don't listen either." I was like, "Yeah, facts." And she goes, "So are you going to listen to me? Don't have unprotected sex." I said, "No, I'm just going to abstain from men." And she goes, "You can't do that." And I was like, "Excuse me?" And she's like, "You would not be able to do that." She's like, "I've known you for 3 years. You will not be able to do that." I was like, "That's a bit rude." But anyway, she was funny.